Hello, hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us today. How's everyone going? How's everyone going? How's everyone doing? What are you working on this weekend? Drugger, what's your pinball project for the weekend? A V-cab. Nice. All right, let's go see Kyle. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 88 of PinTech Live. I am hidden on the screen. You can't find me. Actually, I lost myself for a second there, and I got really scared and thought OBS was broken. But I'm here.
I thought that was hilarious.
Kyle, how are you, Kyle?
I'm really tired. How are you guys?
Well, at least we're almost done with Surf Champ. And then once it's done, then you can let it go home to the happy person and they can surf it up.
They can have Surf Champ. Yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
It's mostly cosmetic-y sorts of things, I think, that I have to do now. I've been doing some of them. I've been rubbing the cabinet with Novus to take some of the spray paint off, and it worked great. So now it just looks like a nice worn-out Surf Chimp, exactly the way I want it to. You know?
It's classic.
Classic.
Yes.
We're looking for the classic. Yeah.
Awesome. And in the chat, Chad, thank you for entertaining family and friends with pinball. That's the best way to spend the weekend.
It really is.
Sharing and spreading the love of pinball. And before we begin, just to let y'all know, our 24-hour free domestic shipping for orders over $99 or $10 off international shipping for orders over $99 is all uppercase, PT-far out. Hey, Kyle.
Hey.
Why couldn't the lifeguard save the hippie?
Why?
Because he was too far out, man.
It seems like that lifeguard gave up pretty quick. Too far out, man. That's funny. That's a good one.
Too far out. Wasn't it good? That was good.
That was a good
I was
joke.
like waiting all day to tell that joke, so I'm glad I got a wow. And I'm glad I got a sigh from Kyle.
That's about as much
I'm just
energy.
going to stay here in my rip curl for the rest of the show until people find me.
How are you, Emoto? What are you doing? How are you doing, rather?
I am good. I am prepping for Northwest Pinball. We are going to be at the Northwest Pinball show in Tacoma, Washington next week. I'm leaving Kyle at home so he can continue to create more amazing pinball products and parts for us. And, yeah. It's my first time going to that show, so it should be interesting.
That's cool. It's a fun one. Even if you asked me to go, I probably would have said no.
Yeah, we've been doing so many shows back to back. We're all kind of tired.
Yeah, I love pinball, and I love all the people there, but I also love not leaving my house all the time. Ooh,
yeah,
wait.
you need to like mow your lawn or something. You've been gone for so long.
Thunder.
Thunder?
Yeah.
Thunder? Thunder?
It was a really gnarly thunder because it was like a 10-second thunder. Actually, I do need to mow my lawn. I probably mow my backyard twice a year in the summer, mostly because I like all the bugs and animals that live in my lawn.
Oh, yeah.
But
totally.
like, if I let it go much further, I'm gonna need a bush hog. So, I think I need to give it like one more week or something, and then it has to go. So, but the fireflies are out. That's pretty fun. There's a lot of fireflies in my backyard. It's very entertaining.
Oh,
It's
that's
magical,
beautiful.
You know?
Yeah, just don't catch them and rip off their butts. The
That's
little
terrible.
kids that do that always like, man, so sad.
Yeah, those kids turn up to be like serial killers and stuff. So,
Hello, Steve Grover. Welcome to PinTech Live. Thanks for
hello.
joining us. I keep rocking back and forth because I'm riding this wave so hard. You summoned Mr. Loaf, Kyle. He is having a very productive pinball day and a very unproductive work day, which means maybe he fixed his game. What game were we looking at?
We were talking
Last
about
week?
it over the weekend. It was The Shadow, and
Mr. Baxter, hello. The Shadow.
Can you please report if your last solution was the correct one, Ty? I'm curious. I'm having a wait. Hold on.
No, we weren't ripping off butts.
Oh, that's an F-16. That's not Thunder this time.
He knows his planes. Jets.
I was having I'm having a semi-productive pinball day and a semi-productive work day. So this is the peak of my week and the peak of my work day. So we'll get something done. I found a few problems, and there's a few things I need to keep wrapping up. But I've tried to do some of the cosmetic stuff, but I might need to bust out the heavy guns.
Hype.
I've got a hype. There's no hype here. I'm too tired to hype.
DeWisp, welcome back. Thank you. 18 months subscriber.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
a true hero. That's almost 2 whole years. Okay,
How
so
time flies.
here's an interesting thing. If anyone, how many people are in here? Should we talk about this now? There's probably enough. We probably have the maximum amount of viewers we're going to have for the next 2 hours anyways. So last week, we kind of jumped down a rabbit hole, right, on Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf's game. He had a shadow that it wouldn't catch the ball on the sanctum lock. And it's a pretty janky setup, but it's not janky setup, but it's a pretty... why'd you zoom in on my face? No, I don't...
You're so far away. I want to see your
I'm
facial
so tired.
expressions
Don't look at me.
as you are storytelling.
He was having a problem where it would unreliably catch the ball. What happens is you've got a system where you've got one opto.
Hello, Mr. Vega. Thanks for joining us.
The ball flies up. It nails the opto. The magnet turns on, holds the ball, and then the magnet, like a drop target, falls down, and then the magnet lets go and then pulses again to send it through the drop target. And it was unreliably catching the ball. So, I mean, there's really only 2 things at play here, right? You need to have a magnet that works, and it did work, and you have to have a switch that works, and it did work. And you know, we started kind of going down like a rabbit hole, like, oh, well, maybe you've got a bad connection, maybe this is wrong, maybe that is wrong. But I always tell y'all, and it's 100% true all the time, Occam's razor is always the right answer. The every complex problem, generally the solution is the simplest solution. What ended up happening was Ty had some balls that were very magnetized. He put new balls in the game, and now he reports that it works almost 100% of the time. So try the cheap, easy things first, always, before you start going down rabbit holes. Because generally that's the right solution, you know? And that's the end of my story. So good job, Ty.
Wait.
We fixed it.
So switching the balls out fixed it?
Yeah, he swapped out new balls, and it solved the problem. Friend of the show,
Wow.
Colin Baxter, is working from home, so he could watch me rant tiredly. Gabor Varga, hi from Austria. Hello, willkommen to my stream. I can't think in English right
Big
now.
rip curl heart to DeWisp for the epically long subscription.
Yeah, you rule. You rule.
He took it from old Jackie boy. Your hero, Kyle.
No, he's my
Snot face
twin.
Jack Danger. He's my big brother, so I can call him that. Love that guy. But yeah,
I
we
love that
appreciate
guy.
it.
He's inspiring and hilarious and really good at pinball. So,
Yeah.
anywho,
But yeah, that's cool that racking your brain over stuff and then just swapping out the balls
Just
made
always
a big
do
difference.
always do the simplest stuff first, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you'll always solve you most of the time will solve the problem. A complex problem generally has a simple solution. But yeah, balls are cheap. They're basically free. Throw new balls in there, and that you always have to remember magnets and balls are weird. So try new balls. We'll see what, and then that fixed the problem. So that was great. But yeah, do I have any funny pinball stories for a week? No, I don't think I've played pinball for a week. So actually, no, that's wrong. I did play my TNA with my sister and my wife over the weekend, and that was really fun. And then we realized that it was too hard for a pinball novice, so we turned it off and we played Jungle Princess, which was a lot more fun at that skill level. So
Nice. Oh, Chris Shower just finished a Rock pinball machine.
That's
That's
great
pretty
game.
cool. I've seen Rock once, and it was at Pinagogo, the Pinagogo that I went to like 5 years ago, and it was beautiful.
Gottlieb,
Maybe you know
Gottlieb
that
Rock,
owner.
right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's what I'm assuming.
It's a great game.
Unless there's a custom pinball machine of Dwayne the Rock Johnson
I wish. That actually should happen.
smelling the pinballs, right?
Wait, what?
Because can you smell what the Rock is cooking, right? So he's cooking pinball, so he's smelling the pinball.
I think that's a stretch. But I also think that it's humorous, so
No.
I'll let you have that
Alright.
one. Yeah, Gottlieb Rock is a great game. It's a really neat one. It's silly. I like silly games, and they're generally my favorite. So, speaking of silly games, this one's pretty silly, and it has a bunch of silly little problems that I've found. I think there's two things we're gonna do today. Two things I know I want to do. I want to replace the coil sleeves and the flippers. I think on the last stream I did where I was extremely tired, and which was last week, we talked about the flippers. And then I kind of went on
What's
a
up,
rant
Rob?
about how you really don't need to ever rebuild these flippers, which is still true. But again, since this is not our game, it's going to go to a customer. Let's make sure that they get a game that will need very little maintenance. Sometimes if the flippers feel fine during the game, I won't change out the coil sleeves, especially if it's my game. Because if something goes wrong, I can quite easily figure it out and fix it. For a customer, though, right, I don't want to have his flipper fail in a few months after they play it, or have to ever make a service call for something that's silly. So we always want to do those sorts of things when you're working on something for a customer or something that's going on location. I also found that someone put one of the pop bumpers together without a flipper or a coil sleeve, which was making it not work. So, yeah, let me move that other camera so we can not be looking at the floor, and then we can continue. We can continue our work. Oh, look, and I set the microphone up, so now when I'm not looking straight at it, people can still hear me.
Ah, smart. I gotta focus.
Yes, focus.
Focus.
I'd like to point out for my friend of the show, Bad Out of Hell by Meatloaf, I'm drinking only the finest of waters today. I hope that you are as well. It's good for you. All the
That's
minerals.
from the international section of Publix.
Yeah, I used to
'Cause
buy
I
it by
got
the
one.
case at Trader Joe's, and now I can get it at Publix.
I can't. Oh, the steaks of water.
It
That's
is.
such
It is the
That's
steak
awesome.
of the most delicious
Steak of
marbled
water.
bone-in ribeye of waters. So, let's look at. I can kind of talk about what was going on and what I was digging into to find this problem, which I wouldn't have found. Well, I mean, I guess I would have found it because it wouldn't have worked, right? But
Peroni? No, it wasn't Peroni. It was like Peroni evolved.
no, it's Gerolsteiner. We're doing a water stream here really quick. So if you've got a...
How do you say that?
I think it would be Gerolsteiner. But if you have a Publix or if you have a Trader Joe's, this is the best water. It's got great minerals. Yeah, it comes from the perfect springs somewhere in southern Germany. So it's good stuff. I'm going to actually save it so I can have it when my mouth gets parched. But what I found here is let's look at this circuit here real quick. I also remember now I don't have a schematic, which is kind of annoying. I think I realized that like 5 episodes ago, but I still didn't get one. So we have a pop bumper, right? Pop bumper is a spoon. When the skirt moves, it moves the spoon, which closes the switch. Where in this game, is my level? Yeah, okay. Mic is my mic coming through still? We're good.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, just I wanted to keep an eye on it.
Whoa! What did Emoto do?
Emoto's making things crazy.
Tripmoto. All right, there you go.
We're still missing our microphones and a camera that we normally use. So sorry for the jank audio. Hopefully it's okay. The skirt moves, which closes the spoon and switch. When this closes, it will activate this relay here, which is the pop bumper relay. The pop bumper relay has a switch which will drive both pop bumpers at the same time. They run both bumpers off of one relay, saves materials when they're making the game instead of having individual relays. You'll see that a lot on electromechanical games where 2 pop bumpers will be driven by the same relay. That just costs everything. And what we have here is a second switch on the pop bumper itself. When the pop bumper actuates, the yoke, which holds the rod and ring to the plunger, which moves, when that depresses all the way, it actually opens up this switch, which then kills the pop bumper relay. You can see here that this actually holds itself on. So when this activates and this switch down here at the bottom is closed, it will actually hold the relay on until this switch here closes, and that will deactivate the relay. So if you ever have an electromechanical game and you hit a pop bumper and the pop bumper stays activated and it won't deactivate itself, check this switch. Due to the way it's designed, where the yoke has to come down and actuate it, and it's normally closed, and when the yoke hits it, it opens up. You can find that they'll snap, or maybe sometimes people service the games poorly and put too much stress on that switch and it breaks. Anywho, what I found was that the pop bumper was not working very well at all, so I started diving into it, and I found that the coil was sleeveless, which doesn't work well. So we have to put a new sleeve in.
Coils need their sleeves.
They do.
Is there ever an instance where a coil wouldn't need a sleeve?
No. Well,
so all coils should have sleeves.
Yes, there are. This is it's not a trick question, but let me use some visual aids here. Bally, for whatever reason, they, in the 70s and 60s, they would actually make pop bumper plungers that would, sometimes they would like bulge out only in one little section, and then they would put like a nylon ring around that one section of the plunger, if that makes sense. So instead of having an entire sleeve, there would be a nylon bit that the plunger would slide in and out of the coil on. I don't understand why, but they wanted to try that and it didn't really catch on. So this is the pop bumper plunger and yoke assembly. The plunger itself has a nice big groove in it. I could pull this yoke out, but these guys, what they do is they attach to the rod and ring like that. So now when the coil activates, it'll pull the whole assembly down, as one unit.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Let's, I'm gonna reassemble it with a coil sleeve, and then we will see if it works or not. I am quite confident, and it will probably be okay. Almost all pop bumpers are serviced the same way, right? They're all on a bracket, which is detachable.
Hello, Daniel. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Daniel.
Good to see you in the chat.
Hopefully this sleeve is not too long. I might need to trim it a teeny bit.
For a personal question, when it comes to pop bumpers,
Yeah.
You as a technician and stuff, if you have a pop bumper where the skirt is kind of broken, like not fully broken, but there's chips off of it, would you go ahead and replace the pop bumper, like disassemble and replace it, or
Yeah.
would you be like, it's okay?
No, I would totally do that. Well, I was about to swear, but I caught myself. It's I would, but you can still play it. The risk that you take is that it continues to break and chip away because it's old and compromised.
Oh,
now.
and the chips get stuck in crevices. Maybe.
Yeah, well, yeah, it just continues to degrade and it gets worse. And but you know, functionality-wise, like if one of your games has a busted pop bumper skirt, you could still play it. It's fine.
Oh, CNK fixed a jacuzzi tub yesterday. Dang.
Oh, heck yeah.
Future spa. Always replace broken parts. I know. I was just like, man, okay. My Aztec has some broken pop bumpers.
No, well, yeah, you're going to want to take that apart and do the whole thing. It's, that's a necessity.
Yeah, it was like a project, like not like a 5-minute project, so, you know.
I mean, play it. You can fix it. You can get it working. Hold on, I've got to do I'm going to do the old tilt-a-roo here and see if I can get that screw to come out. You can still get it working, right? But when you're ready to get in there and do like the cosmetic bit and to clean it up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to move the desk. Hold on.
Maybe when I put a playfield protector on it.
Nah, just play it. You're never going to wear it out, man.
It's already worn out, though, and I want to save it.
You'll never wear it out anymore. Especially if you take care of it and wax it.
If I put a playfield protector on it, then I don't have to wax it?
No, you do. And the thing I hate about playfield protectors is they if you play the game enough, they end up looking worse.
Oh, right, because it keeps the ball trail, like, scratched on it?
Yeah, they just get scratched up, and I don't know, you know. You're not going to ruin it. Remember, like I always say, too, you have the game to play, right? So I would just enjoy it. But that's my personal opinion.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my gosh. Kyle, what is happening?
I'm trying to find this damn screw, but I've just given up on it, and I'm just going to use another screw now because it'll be easier just to use another one. Okay. So, don't drop screws. It makes you look like a big dum-dum.
Oh. Let's throw some Cletuses in the chat. Shaking Cletus. Alright. I'm gonna cut to this.
I'll move the camera over in just a second. I need to see if this screw is going to be too long. I think this is a 5/16. In this assembly, you need to use...
Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on. I gotta come back to here. I didn't have your emergency mic on this one. I gotta bring it over.
The emergency mic. Oh crap, we don't have our lavalier mics anymore.
Okay, now we'll go into the zoomed. How's that, y'all?
Oh, that's actually a perfect length screw. Damn. Good job, Kyle.
Yeah, sorry, CNK. I realized when I switched scenes, I didn't have it set up properly. Don't drop the drill bits either. Man, roller pinball always just comes out of the blue. Just
to say that.
It's so silent for 30 episodes. As soon as there's time to strike, strikes fast.
I appreciate that. That's my favorite meme.
Oh, gotta love it. I think it like summons him.
It does. Every time I drop something.
Gotta get on Twitch. I just heard Kyle drop something.
That big dummy dropped something. We better get in and roast him. All right.
That's so good.
Let me put this thing back together, and we'll see if we have a better functioning poppy bumper now.
Lopez. General question about drill bits.
Drill bits or
go? I know. What's the question?
Since I couldn't sleep last night, I spent hours watching like machinist videos and people machining things.
Those are so great.
And building things. I like it. Like this one channel I watch, this guy's like he rebuilds old tools and restores old tools, and it's crazy to think it's like it's magic because those
audio
tools
sounds pretty good.
Can build
nice.
themselves. I don't know. I think that's so cool.
Yeah, it's I was watching a lot of those machining videos too. It's mesmerizing. Aniston said your audio sounds pretty good.
Oh, good. Thanks, Aniston.
I know.
Using an unknown...
Old school EMs. Thank you for the resubscribe.
Hey.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you. Man, he gets to hang out with Steve.
We love your opening.
Both
when?
Steves get to hang out with each other in Washington shortly here.
Oh, Old School EMs is coming to Northwest Pinball Show?
Yeah.
Oh, snap. Come by the Marco booth.
That'd
be awesome.
For your subscriptions, sir.
Is anyone else in the chat coming to Northwest Pinball next weekend? It's June 3rd through the 5th in Tacoma, Washington.
I see that general drill bit question, and
You're donating your time to help out set up all 20 of our Stern games? That's so awesome! Thank you! We don't have Kyle. Oh, Boise Pinball will be there too? Nice!
Nice.
Yeah, please come by and introduce yourself in person. Let's hang out.
CNK,
Oh, that's scary.
That is what I would call those drill bits also. The ones that have those little like notches and they go in like the quick connect like impact driver guns and stuff.
Wait, Boise Pinball and Old School EMs was at the Lodi show?
Yeah. No, Old School EMs wasn't, but Boise Pinball was.
Did we talk? I don't think we ever talked. You didn't come up to me and say hi. Or if you did, then you didn't say you were Boise Pinball because I would have been like, whoa, sorry for getting your name wrong for half a year. Boys.
Yeah, I'm still not going to say that word online. Or I'll keep saying it wrong. Boise. Not Boise.
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 I just did it anyways. Okay,
Boise. I wrote notes. Are we coming to the VFW? VFW? Is that
all right.
The Vancouver flip out shot? No, that doesn't match. Boise.
Boise.
Well, please, when y'all come to Northwest, please stop me in my tracks and be like, hello, this is me on Twitch. How are you?
Yeah. it's always good to remind us of your Twitch names. It's a very weird phenomena when people know who you are, but you don't know them, right? I have this problem, right? Because I do watch some folks on the internet and stuff like that, right? I've been watching Jack Danger stream a lot, and I don't chat a lot. But then when you actually meet someone like that, awesome. You feel like you know them. Right?
Yeah, no, I know. I want to meet you guys and put the name to the face. Yeah, see, when I saw Pez again last month for the second time at MGC, I was like, Pez!
I know you now.
You're here. It's awesome.
Pez Johnson gave me a Colorado state flag sticker. And it is now on one of my toolboxes, very proudly.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you. So we've got pop bumpers that work now. Check it out.
Oh, that's nice. And so the pop bumper wasn't working. The issue was it didn't have a coil sleeve. You put a coil sleeve in there, and now it's working.
Well, what was happening was it was working very irregularly. Like this thing... Right, so like I was explaining how the circuit works, right? When you close the switch, this thing stays locked on until the pop bumper gets to its end of stroke, right? So since it never got to its end of stroke, this relay would sit there and hold itself on for a long time, and I would watch this pop bumper, and it would go, and then it would do its thing. It didn't have that slick action that the sleeve was imparting to it. So, yeah.
Nice. Oh, Pinball Rob, are you coming to Northwest Pinball too? I'm so excited. Colin Baxter asked about the Michigan show, the Clay's show. Clay Harrell?
Yeah. Man, it's my dream to go to that show. I want to go so damn bad.
But I thought that show didn't exist anymore. Did it go away for a while? Because it went off of my radar. Why aren't we going to the show?
It happened last year, too.
Really?
Yeah. It was just very limited with the pandemic precautions, etc., that were put in place, but...
This is the Ann Arbor Pinball Show?
What?
Ann Arbor? The Ann Arbor, Michigan Pinball Show?
Well, it's the VFW show.
Okay, so it's not the same thing?
It's... Well, actually, you know what? I'm not sure. I just know of the VFW one because that's the one that Clay does. Yes, it's in Ann Arbor, so...
Oh, so maybe, I just heard it was shutting down.
Will you send me there to be boots on the ground?
I'm looking it up. October 1st and 2nd? I mean, yeah, geez. Maybe we should do a Marco TV thing there.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Next step on this game is definitely going to be checking lights. We need to ensure that all lights are functioning. And before I jump in and we get to the flippers, and
Mr. Loaf.
Oh, I realized that. Oh no! Oh shoot! Well, gosh, we have to do all. I want to see.
Boots. Thanks for being a first-time chatter. Meet up in pregame? I don't even know what shows everyone's talking about now. What shows is everyone going to? VFW show high. We can't go to VFW now because Mr. Loaf is going to be in South Carolina. That seems like a conflict of interest.
It's tough, man.
We'll see.
These bulbs are really dirty and nasty, so I think the first thing I'm going to do is they all work and they're all bright. I'm going to inspect the bulbs on this lamp board and see if they suck or not. It's important to have, to me, the only way the pinball game can communicate with you, especially ones this old, is through light, right? So it's really important to get all the lights working.
VFW. I'm putting it on the calendar. We wouldn't be able to do a booth at VFW, but we could just come as a camera team.
Yes.
Potentially.
That's what we should do.
That's what I wanted to do it Pintastic. Unfortunately, it conflicts with a bunch of other stuff.
We need to go to
Sorry,
Pintastic.
guys. One day.
I'm gonna throw
I know.
I'm gonna throw it
Not
out there
this year.
into the world. Like
Next
we
year.
need to not sleep on that show anymore. You need to go. It's a big show.
We need to go walk it. We're
lots
not
of
going to
people
present
go.
at it yet, but it would be cool to do content there.
These lights aren't that bad. I'm not going to change them. What I will do really quick though is run the socket cleaning stick through just to work out that actuator.
Pez, when is your birthday? Gabor, yes, this is a super clean and shiny Surf Champ. Kyle, was this home use only? He says it looks so new.
No, it's gross actually.
Movie magic.
You know what? No, I take it back. It's not gross. It's a very nice example of a well-loved game. Let's just do a real quick tour. So the two things we have here are there's a lot of rust. I think this game was obviously operated somewhere heavily. It had a under the game cash box system. Which I removed. There were two funnels here that would live underneath the coin slot, right? The coin rejectors. And part of this system with this eyelet bolt here is there would actually be a coin box underneath the game. Big coin op companies would have, it was to stop theft from people who had the keys to the game, right? So if I was the technician, right, and not like the route officer or something, I could still open this game, work on it, etc., but I wouldn't be able to access the money. The money was stored in a box underneath the game, and that used a separate key. So someone could come by, collect the money, but the person that could work on the game would not have access to that cash. It's weird. Someone repainted the front blue. I mean, the front's always
Ooh, yeah, that's not a good blue.
And then this was also painted blue here, but otherwise it's actually quite a nice game. The playfield is in really decent shape.
Let me go back to the main.
You've got normal scuffs of games that have been
Ew.
in storage for a long time, but it's
Her
not a
legs
bad
are
game.
chopped off.
If someone offered me this game, I would very much say, yes, I would totally take this. This is the condition I
Hello,
like
Michael
my games
McKenna.
to be in.
Welcome.
You know?
Yeah, Dave's Arcade, I wrote in the chat, we do not have a PTZ camera. I was testing some earlier, but the interface I have not found yet. And then we got busy with shows. Kyle is his own camera operator.
Yeah, and we're kind of
One day that will change. The PTZ camera would be awesome. If we had an actual camera op in the studio with him every day, that would be amazing too.
We used to.
We used to. The
That
good
was
old
the peak of
days.
the show when we had camera directions. Oh,
I watched that. Well done. Hello,
McKenna.
James. Thanks for joining us. James and Ingrid.
hello.
What happened to Midge being the camera guy? Midge got a promotion and has a lot more responsibility on paper. He's always had the world of responsibility at our company, but now he's very busy right now, unfortunately. He says hello to you all, and he misses PinTech Live so much, and we're hoping that we can bring him back once things kind of even out at the shop, if that's a thing. We hope Midge will be back. We miss him too. Midge is too good for the show now. No, he's too important for the show.
Yeah. No, we would love to be here more than anything, but
If you guys
unfortunately-
want to make sure that we have all the parts you need are in stock and on our website, then he's in
then
a good
thank
spot.
Sarah, because she does all of that.
Whatever. It's a team effort. We have brought Midge out to the Golden State Pinball Festival, like actual real show, which was really cool. And then he's coming to Northwest Pinball as well too. So for y'all coming to that show, you get to meet Midge and his wizard beard in the flesh. Can we get a petition or something to get him back? Yeah. We should start that, right? He will just feel really bad. He really wants to come back, and as soon as he can come back, he will. So we don't want to make him feel worse by begging him to come back, because he wants to come back. He just has other priorities right now to save pinball. So.
Almost done. All right. Let's see.
Let's see the cleaning stick. Oh, do you have a socket cleaner stick?
Oh, the game's doing it for me. Huh. That's nice. Here is a socket cleaning stick.
Wow,
I always get
very
mine
handy.
And I cut them in half so they're smaller. And then I have 2 socket cleaning sticks, so.
Nice.
Yeah.
And is there any sort of Yopsicle-esque solution for Gottlieb incandescent lights?
I have prototypes, but he doesn't sell them. I wouldn't put LEDs in an EM like this. The incandescent lights are nice. Well, I wouldn't put LEDs in the feature lights, personally, but there are instances where, like, if you were missing one of these... It
is such a good sound.
So I'm going to just take a look at these lights real quick, and now that I've cleaned the sockets, they all light up nice and bright.
Interesting question, Boise. Other than flippers, Kyle, do you ever swap to a different coil to make them more lively? I heard something about going to DC pop coils. Oh, wow.
No. I usually don't do that kind of stuff because it really doesn't do anything for me. I think a lot of people don't like the old Gottlieb games because they're slow and bouncy and stuff like that. But I like that about them, because that's how they were intended to be. That being said, there's nothing wrong with upgrading them to DC. I have seen people install bridge rectifiers to turn those things into DC coils, but it's not something I do normally. Okay, so one of these relays, trying to remember, it's real easy. It's so great on older games, right? Our newer games where you can just put a game into lamp test and then you get to see all the lamps go and you can see everything working exactly how it should. In the older games, it's a little bit more difficult. It's not at the same time because you could just run the game through its features on the playfield with the glass off, but yeah, we'll see. I just need to check all the feature lights. I think the drop targets light the saucer, so if I knock the drops down. No, I'm wrong. I think it's the rollovers that light the... Okay, all of those work. That's good. This one's still lit for some reason. I don't know if it should be.
Oh, dang. Lots of Bobby Orrs.
That's a great game.
Pinball 2000 had separate keys, according to Michael.
Yeah, Pinball 2000 had separate keys to take the lock bar off and for the cash store. That was a really neat innovation. Those games are so damn cool. Revenge from Mars is definitely one of my favorite games. It's very nostalgic for me, at least. I'm gonna
You like that
reinstall
better
this.
than the Star Wars?
I played it more than the Star Wars when I was a kid. But I mean, they're both fine games. I think I like Revenge from Mars
Where
more.
you can hit Jar Jar Binks. I like Revenge from Mars better too, but Jar Jar.
Everyone wants to blame it all on Jar Jar.
Oh no! Does anyone have a lead on a Bobby Orr back glass for Pin Guy?
Yeah, you can buy one brand new.
Hi, Bex, Rex. Can you find me? Oh wait, I kind
Hello.
of gave it away with my hand.
Yeah, I think we sell them. I'm pretty sure you can buy them brand new. But yeah, you can.
Murder pigeons.
I also
Boots.
just was poking at a drop target and it would not fall. So I'm wondering if I accidentally pinched it.
Do you remember the first pinball machine you ever played?
Yeah, Twilight Zone.
Wow.
That's the first game I remember playing. And that's why I still own one. It's sentimental.
What about everyone else in the chat? What was your first machine you ever played? I asked because Boots just popped in theirs, which was a Super Soccer.
Huh.
It's pretty cool. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, old school EMs. I hoped you used our PinTech Live weekly code for that. Pez's first game was a Bally Star Trek or Amazing Spider-Man. Ooh, a Royal Flush. Nice.
That's a great game too. I really like Royal Flush a lot. Okay, what's up with this drop target and why doesn't it fall down? Oh, there it goes.
It's a good sound.
Is the bank... I think I have the bank mounted too close to the wood.
Oh, Digirati has a Xenon. That was old school EM's first game. Amazing. Daniel's first was Adam's Family. Roller Pinball's first was Gorgar or Black Knight.
Okay.
Yeah, that sound is so beautiful. It gets so exciting when you hear just the nice bells and chimes.
I wish that I was around in the days of those the big firepower Gorgar being able to be like the first game you play. I can only imagine.
Right? And you hear the voice and you're like, mind blown. We're so spoiled now.
All right. I had the when I reinstalled the drop targets, I had the bank installed too far this way. So what was happening was the target wasn't able to delatch. It would butt up against the playfield too quickly. So I just moved the target back a millimeter, and now it falls down. So
Nice.
these are the little bits of tuning you have to do 1,000
Yeah.
times before you can get the.
Oh, Gabor.
You figure this stuff out while you're playing the game most of the time, I suppose. Let me see
Oh,
if I can get
XO.
other features going really quick.
I remember that game.
Increase bonus multiplier when lit, so those are lit now. Now I should have a bonus multiplier, but the light is not lit. Let's see why. A crusty light bulb, possibly?
Oh, look, we have a former Betson Pacific employee.
Oh boy.
Kaz from La Puente was working at Betson Pacific during the WMS days.
Oh,
heydays.
interesting.
Well, Williams era.
What did you do at
Cool.
Betson?
Betson.
Betson is a crazy huge company. For people that don't know, Betson is a distributor of coin-operated devices.
Nice
so
trading.
That is where the sales would come through for all these games. Double bonus relay. So that didn't trip. How do I...
Nintendo Rami, JP Stern. An amazing game. I kind of want to buy it low key.
I gotta drain this ball. Got too much bonus.
The money shoot mod.
So what lights the completing targets in star rollovers, resets targets, scores 5,000, and lights the bottom rollovers?
Wow.
So I've got a switch that says it raises the bonus multiplier when lit, but it does not raise the bonus multiplier. So let's see. This is now when I wish I had the schematic.
We can pull one up online, maybe?
No,
does it exist?
Can't get Gottlieb schematics online.
Oh no.
Let me make sure that this relay bank hasn't been crushed and we don't have a bunch of switches touching each other.
I'm gonna use my own code to make an order.
Let me show you what I'm talking about.
Alright.
You'll find this sometimes on these relay banks, these trip banks, that sometimes you'll have all sorts of switches that someone may have rested or dropped something or accidentally pressed on something, and you'll have the tabs of the switches bent over and they'll all be touching in manners that they should not be. So
do not let them touch. Okay. I think I have that issue of touching.
Oh, nice. Kaz from La Puente was in accounts receivable, so you were probably all sorts
Nice.
of cash.
Before they hit the streets, dang. Do you remember any crazy titles where you're like, oh my god, this is the best game ever?
Yeah, all of them. Every game was
Yeah,
a good
right?
game, 'cause they were
Each
all...
game that came out was more innovative than the next, dude. It's just...
Yeah, I got to go to C.A. Robinson in San Francisco before they closed. That was kind of neat. Or when they closed, rather. Doing a quick inspection here.
No, Papa Stash's first game he ever purchased was a Jungle Lord.
Oh, nice. Good choice.
That is an amazing. Now you just need to get a queen and a princess. And you'll have the whole family. Pinball Grams, hello.
Hello, Pinball Grams.
What is it doing? Oh yeah, can you explain where you're at in your work right now, Kyle?
Yeah, I'm just
For
trying
those
to
just
figure
joining?
out. I had a light that said. Sorry, I had a rollover that said lights a bonus multiplier when lit, and now I hit that switch and it doesn't light the bonus multiplier. So I was just trying to see what is going on. This is where I kind of need to get the schematic just to double, triple check things, but for now I'm going to just be poking things, which is also fun, and try not to zap myself. I need to try to figure out, okay, so if that's the number 4 rollover button, so it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, so I need to find the number 1 rollover button, which conveniently is this one. There's a switch that's not making good contact here, so I've got a flaky rollover button. I want to make sure that that lights nicely and reliably every time. Okay. Well, okay, here's the problem now. Both of them are lit at the same time. That's what's going on. Hitting the rollovers in the middle increases the value of the saucer. So now I've got the number 1 rollover should be extinguished here, and it's lit here, but that light is still on, so it's just a matter of figuring out which switch is the one responsible for lighting it. It's that one, and I bend it just a teeny bit. Now I reset, and it doesn't want to stay up for some reason. This trip bank is a little weird. I mean, This is a 110 volt coil.
Can you tilt down a little bit so we can see what you're working on a little bit more? Okay.
Yeah, I could actually bring
Sweet.
this over a little bit too, but let me kind of
Okay,
show.
yeah. Cause yeah, how do you open? It looks like you're like kind of pushing it down to open it up or something. Like what's happening?
I'm secretly sticking my finger underneath the trip bank and trying not to zap myself to do what the
Oh my
relay
gosh.
would do. But
Oop. Oop.
this thing
That
won't
is me
latch.
controlling the
Okay, now I'm
camera.
confused. So I'm actually going to kill the game and pull the trip bank down. On these things, you have to be careful. This is a 110 volt coil, so there's a lot of zap here.
Stupid layouts in the way.
Not any, but most coils that are driven or have plastic, rubber insulated wires going to them are going to be a high voltage, so be careful. The insulation on the rest of these games are all cloth. If you get these things in like cockeyed, they can also.
Oh man.
Huh.
Abe Flips is in our chat. Sorry, I just had like a fangirl moment. Abe Flips makes the most beautiful pinball tutorial videos for playing like flipper skills and stuff like that. It's just mind blowing.
No, I've seen.
Gorgeous.
Oh, okay. Here's the problem. Really quick. This is why it won't reset, because
We'll get to your question in a second.
The plate. The plate that trips is not there anymore. So you've got a normal, like a relay, right? You've got a small coil, and then you have a plate that the coil, when energized, will suck towards it, and that's what trips the relay.
Okay.
This won't reset because there is no armature plate in there. And I think I found one in the bottom of the game, so now I have to go, oh, here it is.
Oh.
So.
Wait, can you show us the armature again? Oh, wait, what? Where is that piece on the other ones?
It's that piece.
Okay, and that's not on the back on the last one? Oh, yeah, it's empty.
Yeah. So, thankfully this one's on the end and I can probably sneak it in, so.
Yeah, maybe we'll get to see some gameplay.
Maybe.
When you finish this. Maybe.
You're out of gas.
Okay, Kyle, do you have any tips on getting no electroshocks when working on plugged-in machines?
Yeah, just be careful. Know where you can and cannot poke things. That's definitely the number one tip I can give you. All right, so I'm missing the spring, and I don't think I have a spring like this for these relay catch plates. So let me take a look-see here really quick and see if it's something I fished out of the game. But to expand on that answer, just keep
Thanks for
your hands
hanging out
away
with
from
us,
coils.
guys. See you next time. Much appreciated.
Who's leaving?
And thanks for the follow.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for joining. Goodbye.
That's awesome.
Yeah, just watch where your fingers are. Remember, your fingers are also conductive, so if you short, your voltage through something you shouldn't be touching to something that should not have voltage to it, your fingers can cause damage. So it's not. I always tell people to turn their games off when they're working on them, unless they absolutely know that they can do all sorts of damage to the game by leaving them on. If you accept that damage, then go for it. And I usually work on games with the power on too, because there's some things you kind of need to do with the power on. Okay, so I don't have that spring, so I will not be able to fix that now, but I will need to get some of those. I don't normally carry those around with me. It's a weird style spring that generally you don't need to mess with.
Look, we just found out what next week's episode is.
Well, no, I mean, really, honestly, there is a lot more work to be done on this game. I just know that most people don't like watching me work on EMs because some people find it boring.
I
So,
think everyone's enjoying this, especially Surf Champ seems to be a fan favorite.
a fan favorite.
Daniel says, I think spring is important. It's the holding that plate in place.
Yeah, no, it does. That's what holds it in too. Absolutely. So
It's why we tune in. I know, that's what I'm saying.
So the double bonus relay. Let me look at that one really quick. That one wasn't.
Oh, yeah. Digirati had a good tip, actually, for Abe Flips. It also helps to have an air-conditioned shop to work in because being sweaty makes you more conductive.
That is true.
That's just science right there. Old school EM says he likes the EMs.
I do too. They're much more.
Nintendo Ramy's all about it.
The entertaining thing is because
I know.
there's.
If only there was a place where we could buy this spring.
Yeah, if only. The thing I really enjoy about electromechanical games is that there's like a direct cause and effect to almost everything you do. So
No, we don't want a 240 volt.
if we have a light bulb that's out on a newer game, I might need to take a circuit board out or repair all sorts of things. But when you're hunting down a light bulb that may or may not be out in one of these games, it's like, oh, bend that switch a little. Oh, now it works. You're good. So I kind of appreciate the. It's a different pace, and I like it. I'll get this back in. If you are ever working on a big trip bank like this, especially the bigger ones, the longer ones than this, you really have to make sure that they're not all cattywampus. Make sure that they're tightened up into the back of their brackets. Make sure that they're straight, they're not warped or leaning or anything like that. That will
Not
cause
from
them to do
another
weird
game.
stuff. This one's a pretty short one. There are some that are so long that they're like 2 gigantic reset coils and a really long reset bar. Okay, so, while I'm looking at it, I'm going to change the rubber on the shooter tip too, but I think most of the lights are working. I need to figure out what the lights in the back for the top rollovers are. Other than that, I'm pretty sure they're all working, so almost there. And then maybe we can kind of
Gaming
play
Roland
it.
says bending those switches, you may have to do a lot. But yeah, that's the nature of the beast with EMs.
Well, it's this game is old and it just needs
buy
a
an
little
EM
bit of
if you like to
adjustment here
tinker.
and there. It's still strong. It's a tough game. We'll make these little adjustments and make the game clean and pretty, and it will probably play for many, 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 many more years.
Oh wow, the AC just went off in the building. I can hear you so much clearer now.
Oh no, the AC is still on. I was just closer to the mic computer.
That's your computer?
What?
No. There was like a this whole time, and then it just went away.
I don't know, man. I think that's a you problem. The AC is definitely still on. It is hot and humid and disgusting.
You hear it blasting?
I can hear it.
No, you don't. No, you can't.
Yeah. Let's change out the coil flipper sleeves real quick while I'm looking at them, and then we can get in and...
Yeah, and speaking, he's on a different, so I'm listening to him on a different mic than y'all are. I have him on the good mic for you guys. This is a good time to plug the funwithpinball.com EM repair workshop.
Oh, for sure.
It is this completely free or online repair clinic. If you want to learn more about working on EMs, reading schematics especially, or if you have an EM that has an issue that you can't figure out on your own, you can sign up to this link that I clicked here, that I dropped in the chat, and you sign up for it, you get your webcam, you go in this room, digital room, with a bunch of amazing technicians that have been working on EMs for decades, and they literally help you service your problem right there. And I always join up. They do it a few times a month, and I just go and learn how to read schematics and kind of, it's like what Kyle's doing, except if you were here last week and we did the calls for the public thing, that was very much like what their repair clinic is. I'd love to do that more.
It's like what I'm doing.
But I'm sure it is daunting for Kyle to just, here's a video of my issue, fix it.
It's hard though.
Yeah, it's got to be really hard.
The thing is,
but they do a great thing with that fun with the ball
game. It's a lot easier because you can tell when you know what you're doing and you're looking.
Oh, and you're following the schematics. Yeah. It's not like a computer bug.
Well, yeah, but when you're following a schematic,
Pro is God.
If you know what you're doing, you can look at a schematic and you know what it's supposed to do, right? When you're trying to diagnose like other games or other problems not there and like putting your fingers on it and figuring out what it's supposed to do yourself, it is difficult.
Oh yeah, A-Flips, you should totally get an EM or 2 or a 3 or a 4 to practice for classic tournaments. It's a great idea. Ooh, and you should get an older 2-inch flipper game and then create some cool video strategy tips on how to play with 2-inch flippers.
2-inch flippers.
Post passing on a 2-inch flipper. Can you do it? I don't know. I don't think there's a post to hit to pass for a lot of those games. Yeah, maybe some bounces, right? I don't know. Could be fun.
The fun thing with those
I look forward to seeing it on your channel.
There's not a lot of they're not very standardized, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, tap pass for sure.
The bottoms of those games are all so different.
Yeah, or like the zipper flippers. Oh my gosh.
If you're really talented, you might be able to do those quick little like the little wimpy flips.
Yeah, totally. Little tap pass.
Yeah, the tap
wimpy
pass.
Flips. We're gonna call them wimpy flips. Okay.
Okay, that coil sleeve is too long. I'm sure I have a shorter one, but I want to use these ones because I find them unsightly, even though they work fine. I'm gonna just cut them with my flush cutters.
I just bought a Metallica Pro flyer shot map.
Oh, that's cool.
And I'm gonna get everyone to sign it that worked on the game.
Well, last time I saw Donnie, he signed a Metallica flyer for me. I was like, hey, that's nice, thank you.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I always see the flyers, like the game flyers that we have at shows, but I've never seen this 11 by 17 style shot map.
Oh,
it's really
neat.
Cool. So it's 11 by 17, so a little bit bigger to frame. Put it by Metallica would be cool.
It's kind of funny, like every game used to have a shot map in the manual. You know, that kind of told you what sequence you're supposed to do things in. I would love Stern to bring that back.
Yeah, I really like JJP. I think Spooky does it now too. What is that thing called? It's like a shot map, but it's a flow chart. So like if you hit this, then it flows to this multi-ball, flows to this sort of thing.
Yeah, because their rules are so complicated. I mean, I think it's really cool that Stern does it on the video screens. Where they will like show you the rules or like ways to progress in the game and like, you know, showing you, well, if you make the ball go here, it'll start this. And I think that's neat.
Joe from Transmission says, hi, K Money.
Hello.
And also, do you have any tips for installing a rectifier?
Yeah, let me do it.
Oh, that's not nice.
It's hard.
Wait, what are you cutting over there? Why can't we see?
Oh, I cut some longer coil sleeves shorter, so
nice.
Now they are the right size.
It sounded like the sound of coil sleeves being chunked.
I was gonna say, if you are going to do it, and if you're going to do it without me, Josh, you need to use a lot of heat. So I would turn your soldering iron up to like 800 degrees and really, 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 1,000 times really make sure that you have a good like flow of solder from the back to the top. And remember that we did rip one of those fillets a little bit on one leg of the rectifier when we were taking it out. But thankfully that one only connected on the back. But use a lot of heat to ensure that you get solder from the bottom all the way up to the top.
CNK always takes it too far. Bro. Old school EMs. Do you think a Lazarus is more common in EMs or more in modern games? I want to guess modern games because I've seen it happen more in modern games.
I think it happens more in 2-inch flipper games. Just the way that the aprons are designed.
That's true. It just depends, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, it depends on physics, and that's what's fun.
Flux, use flux.
Joel, hey, what hoodie is Kyle wearing?
Oh, hi, Joel.
Only
is
the
it
greatest?
Just Joel. Wait, what is that?
What? Oh,
what hoodie is that? Centaur? Look, he's coming up close to model.
It's the greatest free gold watch hoodie.
Oh, yeah. He's got the OG Centaur hoodie from Free Gold Watch in San Francisco. Wow.
It's warm.
That looks brand new.
It is brand new. I got a new one because my old one was stolen from me.
At a show, right?
No, I think an ex-girlfriend like 7-8 years ago stole it from me. But
oh, okay.
We don't talk about her.
We don't talk about Kyle's exes.
And Matt just never ran them for a really long time. And then when I was at Free Gold Watch a couple weeks ago, I was like,
That's suck. That's sick. Yeah. So Free Gold Watch makes those hoodies, makes those playfill designs. We have a few on our shop too. And also Free Gold Watch prints all of our Marco apparel because we love them. It's now her bathrobe. Coolest bathrobe ever.
All right.
All right. What you got going on over there, Kyle?
I am just installing new coil sleeves, and then we're going to flop this thing down, and I'll set the apron back in, and we'll give it a couple flips. We'll see what is going on. I'm not going to be able to finish this today. Absolutely not. My cosmetic work still needs to... hold on.
What? How is this possible?
I still need to do a bit of cleaning. But I think otherwise, what I need to do is I need to just get people over here to play it, which will probably be me. Maybe I can stream it one day if I ever feel like leaving my house. But getting a bunch of games through old EMs is the best way to keep the games working. The more you let them sit, the more crud builds up in between all the switches and keeps things from working correctly. The best way to sometimes solve a lot of the gremlins that they have is to play them as well. So.
Definitely.
Yeah, those are pretty
Abe Flips, yeah, Fun with Pinball is awesome. And then if you ever come out to Pinball Expo or a few other shows, they'll bring lots of really cool EM units to show how each mech works. It's amazing stuff that Mark and other volunteers do to help us keep that electromechanical knowledge in our minds so it doesn't go away.
Pacific Pinball Museum a couple weeks ago also.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's awesome.
I was teaching him how to fix a Bally solenoid driver board.
Oh,
that was fun.
Great.
Him and David Valansky.
Gaiman Roland says, I have to replace my Stern Electronics upper left flipper. The whole coil, it keeps getting stuck. Tried multiple things, nothing has fixed it. Got new upper playfield flippers.
It keeps getting stuck?
Does it have a coil sleeve? I'm just kidding. I don't know if that actually fix it.
If it's getting stuck, I mean, you need to figure out, is it if I was going through that problem, you know, you have to figure out, is it an electrical or a mechanical bind, right? It's probably mechanical, and then identify what is worn out. Installing brand new flippers will get rid of that problem 100%, so that totally works. Kyle, do you replace PanCon IDC connectors with the same connectors, or do you replace them with crimp connectors? Always crimp connectors. I hate IDC connectors a bazillion%. If they're bad, I replace them with crimp connectors. Always. 100% of the time. Unless I need a pass-through, but even then I'd rather like ghetto stuff a IDC crimp connector than use, or I'd rather stuff a crimp connector than use an IDC, even then. Nintendo Ramy, what's up, dude? Can I send you this decapitated Bally champ and see you fix it on stream? Yes. Let's, we have to do all sorts of wire matching, don't we? Someone like cut the head harness or something like that. I think you put pictures of that on Discord. Okay, does this flippy flappy? It do? Let's put it down and let's put a pinball on the play field and see what it does. I still don't 100% know what does those upper lights, but we can figure that out another time. We're so close to being done with this thing that it's amazing. I have some cosmetic funness to do. I had to install a new set of plastics. I'm gonna buy those for the customer. I need to put some LEDs in the pop caps really quick, so I'm gonna mark that on my list. They're wedges now, so I need to go find my wedge LEDs and my flambeau.
I guess I should switch. Where can we find it? He left us. Did you read this other part of the chat? Sorry, I got distracted with Slack.
What does it
Do
say?
you replace PanCon IDC
Yes,
connectors?
I did read that one.
Okay, did you read... Can you send this decapitated Bally champ and see you fix it on the show? Oh, fact, can I send you? Oh, Nintendo Ramy wants you to take his
I did read that one
decapitated.
as well.
Have you checked the end stop? Oh, I think I heard you read that one. It's not wire matching. It's figuring out 3 of the same color about 20 times.
Ugh. That sounds like a headache, my man.
Oh my gosh, my jungle princess was attacked by scissors by an X in the back box. Who would do that? That sounds absolutely like murderous. Can you go to jail for that?
I wish.
Who attacks a pinball machine with scissors?
I wish that every super tough I know more than you macho guy that I've tried to say, hey, do you know how to take the head off your pinball game before you bring it to the shop? That says, oh yeah, buddy, I know what I'm doing. That shows up with the all those cut wires. You're just like, yeah, man, that just added $400, $500 more to your bill. Sorry.
That's so nuts. Why would you ever think that cutting the wires would be... First off, don't cut wires because of vengeance. Second off, don't ever cut wires, especially if you're just you wanted the wires to be put back later. I don't know. I don't get it. It doesn't even seem real that people would actually do that. Pinball Gramps, is your ex still living?
I am reading Colin Baxter's comment right now.
I've reseated the connectors and no luck. Pressed on the chips, no luck. I noticed the LEDs on the aux soundboard is on and not flashing like the CPU. Have not really dove into it yet, but checking to see if you are master of the System 3 boards.
Nope. Honestly, System 3 is one I really
Oh
never
my gosh,
work
there's
on,
pics.
and I don't
Old
know a
school
lot
amps.
about.
I'm so sorry.
That being said, ensure that all the voltages you need are there. I don't know how Gottlieb did sound. I think it's probably not something dumb. I think by that time, they've kind of like realized that they shouldn't be doing weird things anymore, so it's probably 5 and 12, and negative 12 maybe, but ensure the voltages are there, and then it might be time to start swapping caps or swapping chips from a working soundboard into your non-working soundboard after you verified that the voltages are correct. Those are the things I guess I would start with now. Also, I'm gonna go wash my hands really fast. When we're working under the playfield, we get dirty fingers, and when we're working above the playfield, we should try to have clean hands to not make things schmutzy. So.
Yeah. Awesome. I would like to apologize for humankind, for everyone who has suffered from a crazy friend or ex-friend that resorts to destroying your stuff as a solution. That is absolutely insane. A mouse nightmare on fishtails. See, like mice you can't control. They're gonna cut your wires, right? They're gonna chomp on everything, but humans should not be cutting wires like that.
Who the heck cuts wires? That's monstrous.
Yeah, but Digirati's one of their tech's girlfriends cut off all the buttons on his shirt.
Well,
it's just, why are you destroying things? I don't understand.
some people wake up and they choose violence every day. And that is obviously what happened there.
It stinks.
All right, I'm going to install some flipper rubbers. When you have Gottlieb games, use the right damn flipper rubbers. Use the skinny guys, the 3/8 inch ones, not the 1/2 inch ones.
Oh, yeah.
And also, I'll have to drive this into everyone's head all the time. There is a label, there's like a marking or a cast on one side of the flipper rubber.
Oh, no.
Make sure that you install it with all of that text facing down. You know why?
Oh, yeah. I always do that. Since you told me, I always look for the little text. Just noticed video mode. Yeah, and you guys didn't recognize. I didn't see me. I've been hiding in the rip curl the whole time. You just thought it was my voice. Oh, really? I'm here. I just felt like hiding.
She's there and hidden. Okay, bitchin'. You know what? I still have the spinner
Laserlos is Discord. I am on Discord. I always forget to go on it. I always have to turn it off because there's so many beeps. Constant beeps. That coil buzzing is so calming.
Yeah, it's actually driving me nuts. I thought it was the coin lockout relay, but it actually wasn't. So, let's see. It didn't kick a ball out. That's weird. Well, first off, let's just. All of those lights at the top, I think, should be lit right now. Oh, it's a spotlight. Okay. Huh. So in the up position, it was kicking the ball out, but now when it's down, it's not kicking the ball out. That's funny. Look at all the stuff we have to do next week. That switch didn't do anything.
Man, I haven't been on Discord in like 10 months. Old Scooby, I just got your message from October. It's terrible. We do have a Discord group for PinTech for Marco TV, PinTech Live and everything. I'm going to drop the invite link in the chat. So if you're not on it, you can join us here and post anything you want within reason. Everyone is allowed to post anything they want except CNK because we all know he gets wild. Copy.
Huh.
All right.
That's weird.
Sure.
All right, so I've got to figure that out. No big deal. The left and right lanes here don't do anything.
Oh no, CNK. I have to send you this awesome Facebook video later.
Huh. That's pissing me off. We need slingshots that work, so I'm going to try to bend that out carefully while the power's on. Those need to be adjusted a little bit better. Having good action and randomness through slingshots is really important. I need to figure out, there's a few logic things I need to figure out, like the bonus multiplier. I feel like that shouldn't be qualified all the time. Oh, I kicked the ball out. Yay.
Nice.
I think we also need to try playing a 4-player game too next week. But the pop bumpers work nicely now. That was weird. It didn't kick out that time.
All those lights are incandescents?
No, I've got a bunch of LEDs on the playfield.
Okay,
right
I was
now.
about to say, because they do not look like it at all.
Yeah, no. There's
the GI is, okay, LED lights. I was like, no way, that's filament.
I do hide them under
Why
the
is
GI.
there a basketball spinner?
Otherwise, I mean, like, mechanically, it actually feels pretty good. It's playing nicely. It's annoyingly loud, sorry. So that, I think if you get all of these, it should increase, it should light that. So this is lit all the time. There has to be something indicative of that. The whole value is 100 points each unlit spot and 1,000 for each lit spot. So I should have 5,000 here. Yeah, that works. Okay. The rollover works. This rollover is probably randomized by a 10-point switch. No. Pop bumpers? No. 500-point switch. Something changes that. The drops? Spinner? Yeah. Add bonus and extra ball when lit. You can see if that works. Okay, so there's still some weird things going on. The extra ball light did not come on. This feature on these rollovers too, the increased bonus multiplier when lit, also does not function correctly. So there's a few small things that'll be really easy to figure out when I have the schematic in front of me. So, but otherwise I'm quite happy. The only other thing we have to do, well, I also have to figure out why it's not kicking the ball out. Let's see. The 2x bonus is working fine. It's irregularly kicking the ball from the kick out, which is annoying. There are lights in the back box that are also not working that I need to mess with, or the disc isn't lined up perfectly. Let's see. Okay, I'll have to look at that. But if it ends a game now, at least I'll be happy that it ends a game. I had 2x bonus lit from the get-go on ball 4. I don't think that's right. Okay, and it's not ending a game either. So there are still a few oddities, weird things going on here. I think that the problem of it not ending a game is linked to this out-hole switch not kicking. It's not doing its last rundown. Now the game just tripped out. Huh.
Roller Pinball said, did the pop bumper fire when the spinner spun?
I don't remember. It may have, but I don't remember if it did.
And then Dent says, has anyone examined the stepper units to see if they're dirty?
Yes, that is the first thing that we did a long time ago. I don't even.
We were in the back of it. Yeah.
I don't even turn the game on until we get all the stepper units clean and moving as they should. So.
The switch needs adjusting. It says old school EMs.
That switch, the switch is actually okay. I think there's. Maybe it needs to be. I don't think it needs to be cleaned because it will count down the bonus every time. It just won't trigger the actual kick out. So I need to remember how that works.
Hi.
Kyle, have you ever played a Stern Viper? Yes. It's a really bad game. It's really gorgeous, though.
Bad ASS. Have you ever tuned a chime?
I have, in fact, yeah.
You made a chime.
Taking some sandpaper or like taking the chime to like a grinder and like beveling it a little bit. It's really fun. I like chimes. Chimes are one of my favorites.
Look how messy your desk is. That's why I zoom in on you. You look less crazy.
It's insane. I've got a lot of parts up here. I've got all sorts of rags.
Like the mad scientist.
Different cleanliness of rags, old parts. Most of this will go in the garbage, but yeah. I don't know.
Kind of focus.
What time is it? Yeah. I could probably continue jumping into things here and there a little bit, but I'd like to see a schematic to figure out.
I'm so tiny, you found me. Hello, Macaroni Duck Fights Crime. What a great username. I've been hiding here, hoping no one would notice.
That's really funny.
I'm small. Draugr, you didn't realize I was here either? That's hilarious. I've been here the whole time, y'all.
Old school EMs want some pinball trivia.
Want some pinball what?
Pinball trivia. Hi, Emoto.
Oh, hi, I'm back. I've been here the whole time.
Wait.
I've been in the rip curl. It's funny because when we set up the stream, I forgot I put myself in there. And then I was like, why isn't my layer showing up? It shows that it's active. Can't find me anywhere. And then I remembered I put myself super tiny in the rip curl. And
give me 1 second. I'm coming up with my trivia here.
Yay.
Okay, what I'm gonna phrase this I'm gonna phrase this question a little harder, even though there's 2 questions you could ask with the same answer. What was the last Wedgehead Gottlieb game? What was the last game that Gottlieb made using the Wedgehead cabinet? Bat Out of Hell by Meatloaf, he's disqualified. He's too good at pinball trivia. He might not even be here anymore. Actually, I need to figure out what the first one was, too, because that would be a fun trivia question.
I was hiding a pimple. I was the size of a pimple. Last Gottlieb Wedgehead. Yes. Without looking on IPDB or PinSide.
It's kind of a hard one because it's a game you'll never ever see. But
I was gonna say, how popular is it?
It's a great game. It's just one you'll never see. No one's saying nothing. Maybe I asked too obscure of a question.
You silenced them. All right, whoever gets it right first might win something.
You get a high five. You don't win nothing.
Which is why it was the last. I bet VFW has it. Yeah, man.
It's not a bad game. It's not a. It's not a. It's an okay game. It's just.
High hand.
No.
Pez, the question was, what was the last Gottlieb wedge head ever made? Why did that sound weird? Wedge head. I don't know why.
I'm trying to find the first
What was
one
the
right now,
last
which
Gottlieb?
is why I'm staring at my phone. I apologize.
El Dorado.
Nope.
No. Oh, okay. A wedge head is, I mean, there's
wedge
one
head is
behind
like-
you, right there.
Yeah, a wedge head is
That's how I explained it.
2001. So it's
The
got
actual back box is in the shape of sort of a wedge.
Pez Johnson
I was
got
just
it.
focusing.
Pez Johnson wins. It is
TKO.
It is Gottlieb's
I don't remember that
TKO.
game.
It is. And now again, it's not a bad game. It was just an electromechanical game made.
Only 125 units. Wow, what is this game?
Yeah, but look at what year it was made.
It was made in March 1979 by Ed Krinsky and art by Gordon Morrison, who we've had lots of their games on this show. That back glass is crazy. TKO. Okay, they're boxing. Total knockout.
Okay.
Yeah, I have definitely never seen this game.
So the first wedge head game was 1960.
Damn you, Pez. Oh wow, Pez knew it. You're gonna have to search for it.
I had to make sure that I knew it because I thought it was. So the other answer would be like, what was the last electromechanical game that Gottlieb ever put out, which is also TKO. So it's but it was like a 1977 game, right? Gottlieb was still making EMs while everyone else was making computer games, so.
It was 1979, even.
Or 1979, yeah, see? So,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
but it was also being made like concurrently while they were also selling solid state games too, I think. So
That makes sense.
I think the first
This
one was
stood out.
either Photo Finish or a game called Flipper in 1960. So
Like Flipper the Dolphin?
like Flipper the Flippers, you know?
No.
All right, was that trivia good enough for you? Come on.
We should do another one. Can we do an episode that's just all trivia? Didn't we do that for something?
You and
I know
Crystal
it was
came
fun.
up with a bunch of trivia for the small MGC, and that was really fun.
Oh yeah, that was really cool. And scary. But we should do a trivia show on here.
That
But
would
I
be
want
fun.
contestants. I want everyone to join in via Zoom, and you guys have to hit a buzzer.
I want it to be a drinking game though, because
It's
I
always
want
gotta be drinking.
I want everyone to be rambunctious and jolly. It makes the
yes.
yelling and the hand raising so much more lively, you know. Just saying.
This is true. This is true.
And
Use
if you don't drink,
Pogs.
you just need to drink some water. That's fine. Everyone just
After
needs
hour
something.
trivia.
Use Pogs.
It was so much easier to do after hours stuff, y'all, when we didn't have shows to go to every month. And so now we have to do all this traveling and stuff. It cuts into our normal work time and, family time and everything else. So it's been
Yeah.
hard for us to get back into our Marco after hours. Those were the good old days, the silver lining of the COVID era.
I'm also just exhausted, so it's hard.
Kyle, it looks like your hair's growing back. Are you gonna grow it long again?
No. I'll keep it about this length. I'll cut it a little bit. now that Jack has no mullet, we have to keep up the appearances so we can dress as each other for Halloween or something.
When are you gonna get your knuckle tats?
I'm not hard enough for knuckle tats right now. I have some tattoos between my fingers, but not knuckle tats yet. I haven't been able to find any tattoo artists here that do the style or the things that I like. And also, since South Carolina is so weird, tattooing was illegal until like 5 years ago or something. So there's like no tattoo studios, and there's not many.
Wow. Like no like super established ones.
There's some, and there's one really gorgeous one downtown that's great. There's a few really good ones, but I just haven't met anyone, you know. But I have some pinball tattoos. I think that I've had in the works. My friend in Savannah, his wife is a tattoo artist, so she's gonna tattoo something on me, which would be fun. But ooh, top tropical EM pinballs for 500. Gosh, one of my favorites.
Oh,
I think is it called? I really like one ball games. Is anyone familiar with one ball games?
I got one. Hold on. What is... while we...
Hawaiian Beauty. That's a funny one.
If anyone has any repair questions about any pins you're working on now, Kyle is happy to try his best to steer you into the right direction of your repair success.
Yeah.
So you too can be flipping this weekend.
Yeah.
So feel free to ask them in the chat.
Yeah, use my brain, because I sure don't use it, so use mine.
Tropical.
I might be on well, I guess my favorite pinball podcast doesn't exist anymore, but I might be on one of my favorite pinball podcasts this weekend. That will be very scary but fun at the same time. I'm not going to say what it is because I don't know if they want me to say what it is, but whatever. You'll find out later. It's going to be cool.
Oh, yeah. You guys have to go listen to every single pinball podcast next week to try to find which one Kyle starred in. Starred in?
No, I'm just a voice.
A guest?
That's all. I'm guesting. I had a really fun time. I remember, I don't know, podcasts just make me nervous. I don't know. I don't like talking, even though that's all I do here. I get anxious because I'm on the spot, just like here. So actually, I shouldn't be anxious, should I? Gulfstream is tropical.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. I was thinking of the one with the backglass hula girl and her actual skirt moves. So there's my trivia question. What is the name of the game where there's the hula girl in the back and her skirt actually moves, kind of like El Dorado has that little moving backglass thingy? What did I say? Who is the manufacturer? What is the name of the game and who is the...
Your trivia question is
trivia.
confusing me.
You get 10 seconds.
I don't know.
Do you know what I'm talking about, though? Her little grass skirt goes like...
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is a Gottlieb game, right?
No.
No?
Although, if I didn't look it up, I would have totally thought it was a Gottlieb game.
I know that there's a Gottlieb game called Hawaiian Beauty, but I don't think it has an animated... It's not an animated back box, so... Is it Tropics?
Maybe it is.
Or...
Actually, the Gottlieb Hawaiian Isle looks like their back box could be animated and lit up. I'm getting tired, y'all. I can't even say words. Words are hard.
Yeah, I'm exhausted too. Well, look. Oh, yeah. Paradise.
You were thinking of Paradise. That's the game you were thinking of.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, no. This is bad. There's too many right answers. Because Paradise, it does look like her skirt moves. But
hey, we've got
another game.
We've got a repair question that I can answer pretty easy.
Yay.
All
right.
Hi, Ray. Thanks for asking your question. Target Alpha, you have a draggy upper flipper. So what I'm going to recommend you do is get a new coil sleeve. And also, I would disassemble it first, and you might see your problem. You can take the coil stop off, remove the flipper, and remove the coil sleeve. Check for burring on the plunger that is activated by the coil. If the plunger is burred, that will cause sluggishness. What you're probably going to find is that you have a really gunky or nasty coil sleeve. So you're going to want to wipe off that plunger, replace the coil sleeve, and that might make the game good as new. That is the advice I would give you without me being there, but starting with the quick and easy things, that's what I would try first. You won't cause any damage by just taking it apart and inspecting either before spending hard-earned money on parts you might not need either. So generally, that era of flipper, which we were also talking about on this game, the Surf Champ, they really do not need to be rebuilt very often. They're almost indestructible, but some of the wear items inside around the flipper do start to fail. So best case scenario, a new spring and a coil sleeve, and you're good to go. Gosh, the chat is going, and I can't read. I like, Bally made these really neat games called, they were called one-ball games, and they were flipperless games from like the late 50s, early 60s, mid-60s. And there's one that I really, really like. I think it's called Tropic Beauties or Beach Queen or something.
Tropic Thunder?
No. But anyways, they're neat because they'll have like rubbers or pop bump, or not pop bumpers, but dead bumpers or something to hit. And you'll light the girls on the back glass. And it's a gambling game, right, with payout. But if you light a certain amount of girls, you'll win a bunch of free games. And we used to play that a lot at the Pacific Pinball Museum at the warehouse. Like when Michael would come by, we'd sit there and just play that thing for hours. One ball at a time. It involved a lot of, high nudging skills. And, man, it's so satisfying when you were able to light like 7 or 8 girls. I don't remember how many ones you had to get. And then you get like 25 free games. And the game is just like bam, 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 counting up to 25, and it's so cool. Yes. Beauty Queens. Yeah, and then there's another one that's like like Polynesian themed, and it's probably just called like Tropical Beauties or something, weird, but it's that was a great game. I really like those games a lot. There's a big saucer in the middle, so it'll spot certain amounts or randomized amounts of girls on the back. And if you hit that shallow saucer, you get tons of points right there. There's 2 gigantic slingshots at the bottom next to the out hole, which are just super powerful and will sling it right back up to the top of the playfield. They're really fun.
There is a minimum?
Minimum of what?
Yes. How well do you know? Oh gosh, he's back. WPC 95 games.
I know them adequately.
You missed the trivia, Mr. Loaf.
I know them adequately.
What's a WPC 95 game? Name one of the most popular titles from that.
Attack from Mars.
Oh, nice. Okay.
What was the trivia? It was, what was the last Wedgehead game?
It's always swearing on my channel.
Pez Johnson brings in some interesting info about the one-ball games, which are definitely Weird curiosities, that's what they are.
Oh, yeah.
How do you fix a spinner and make it spin good again?
Oh, yeah, you did a show about that once.
Make sure that the switch is adjusted right. I mean, it depends on what kind of game it is, but make sure that it's on the switch right. Make sure that it's actually able to spin freely in its little ears, the enclosures. Make sure that you could lube it, but make sure that it's square, right? It depends on a lot of factors on what kind of game it is. But that is a good spinner question. Hit the deck. Yeah, it was TKO.
How does he know these things?
Because we've replaced every important thing in our lives to remember stupid, useless pinball trivia.
How do you get them to hang straight?
I mean, it depends on a lot of factors on what kind of game it is and what's going on. But a lot of those spinners, the reasons they're not hanging right is because the tension between the wire and the leaf switch underneath is just not set right. So bust out the switch adjusters and figure out how to tension it the right way. That game barely exists, so it doesn't count. Gosh, yeah, I like the wedge heads a lot though. I like a lot of games that people sleep on because it made me really mad. I saw some dumb thing on Facebook the other day, and some guy was like, I'm trading this game, and I'll trade for anything, but no Gottliebs. It's just like, man, well, first off, I can never be friends with that guy. You suck. But also, second off, like, a lot of really fun Gottlieb games are the ones that people sleep on super hard. Like the System 1 stuff. I really want a pinball pool. I love pinball pool. A lot of those
pinball what?
Pinball pool. It's really good.
Pool? I just got a batter up with the very targets.
Oh yeah. That's it. I'll be honest. That game is really boring, but it's cool. It's one of those games though that you will get sick of after a minute. I'm sorry to break the news. Those very targets.
Oh no, it's cool. I just needed it for my era collection.
Oh well,
so
that's
I could have all the eras.
What years did Williams use the drop front cabinet? Mid 60s.
Yeah, it's my dad's project game.
Oh well, that's great. He'll enjoy it because you have more than one game. We had one once, and there was a guy that came in. He loved baseball, and he wanted the baseball themed game. And I tried to warn him. It's just like, if that's your only game, you're gonna get real bored real quick. And
it's not boring. You hit home runs, and
the problem is that, but like when Williams would make a baseball game, even like a baseball flipper game, they would put the Running Man unit in there, But
oh yeah, that's true.
I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean, but it's fun. Now you have everything. It'll be fine. Very targets are some of the coolest targets.
No, I'm missing. No, yeah, I do have everything now. I need a cocktail. And I need Baby Pac-Man. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Bad Outta Hill by Meatloaf also loves the pinball pool. I'm glad you do because I love it.
The Genesis game. Yeah.
Genesis is a great game. Caravel. Is that a Williams game? Old school EMs? That's a cool game too, if I remember right. I like some of those games with the weird drop front cabinet. It's funny. It's like, let's make the cabinet have a real deep coin box because then everyone will think it makes a ton of money. There might be some beer tonight, but I'm going to try to sleep. I slept less than 5 hours last night, but I'll probably have the same thing going on tonight, so we'll see. thoughts on the Volley. Volley is one of the greatest pinball games of its time. Volley is one of the best wedge heads, in my opinion. I really like that game a lot. Bat Outta Hell by Meatloaf also has one.
Judas Priest. Yeah, it might happen. Seems like it could happen.
I do need a centaur, Daniel. One day.
You have the playfield.
I have a lot of centaur parts, yeah.
You just need to make it Wally style.
Maybe. You got super bored of Volley, but that's also because you're really good at pinball, and that opinion doesn't count because Volley is a really good game.
Mr. Loaf, what do you think about Batter Up? I need a second up.
Hey, fix it up and make it nice and sell it and get a better game. That's all you need to do.
No, I don't want to sell it. I like it. It's cool. It's like so unique for,
Wait, is Batter Up the one? Does Batter Up have a shooter lane or does it shoot the ball through the middle?
It has a shooter lane.
Okay, I'm thinking of a different game then. Batter Up is good. There was another
and it has the very targets that you have to hit really hard.
Yeah. I think that one's better than the game that I was thinking. I was thinking of Pro Football, maybe.
Batter Up is boring. Mr. Loaf.
The only good...
Said it. The only is Wild Wild West. I mean, I can put a cowboy on it.
I agree with that.
Oh, no. What just happened?
Yeah, what? My computer just went blank. Hold on.
Yeah. Are we still online? Oh my gosh, it's a green screen.
Wait, so what happened?
Oh, we're back. I don't know, but the stream is green. And it also says we've only been live for 28 minutes, which is not... Oh, it's back.
Huh.
But I'm not there. Oh.
Well, I mean...
Hello, everybody. Are you there?
I guess that's a sign to end the stream. So, bye. Yeah, sorry, I don't want to sound like a dick. I'm not trying to rain on your parade.
No. It's your opinions are totally valid.
No, they're not. Well, look, I've got a whole...
Hey, a lot of people don't like Stranger Things, and I think it's a great game.
No, they're wrong. Those people are wrong. I still
know that Hardbody is the best pinball machine of all time, and many people seem to think that is very incorrect.
No, those people are also wrong. You're correct there. I like boring games. I have a bunch of boring games. They're great. Hi guys. Thanks. I can see your message so much better now.
Macaroni. That's awesome. Yeah, we had a great show. We had so many new first-time chatters. Thanks y'all for participating. It always makes the show so much more fun when y'all are interacting with us.
Yes. Thank you for being here. You guys are fun. I didn't want to do this today because I was so tired. Now look,
I know.
I'm so happy that
you made him so happy, and he's gonna go home from work happy, and still a little sick, but happy. Camera Lights Action. Ooh, I really want that game too. I would add that to my lineup. I kind of need it, right, as a cinematographer. Seems
you kind of do. You should get Bally Flicker. It's a terrible game, and it's based on movies, but it's also terrible and ugly.
I don't think I've ever heard of that one. Flicker. I will look. Oh my.
Thank you for the thanks, everybody. That's very kind of you.
Oh yeah, like the old school. I forget all these guys' names.
This is Laurel and Hardy, I think, is the only people I could recognize. But
right. Whoa, the playfield's kind of trippy though.
Thank you for thanking us about the stream. You guys are so nice.
Rehydrate.
I am.
Remember, Buffalo area. Call me. I know, CNK. We'll ship Kyle up there to you.
I want to go.
It'll only cost you $1 million.
No, hell, PayPal. Just pay for my plane ticket or gas. I'll drive there with my tools. I want to go to Rochester really bad.
He pays me $1 million, and then I will pay for your plane ticket and tools.
I want to see my friend Ashley. I want to go to the Rochester Pinball Collective.
There's one for sale up
so
there.
Bad.
Oh, wait. There's one what? What was I going to buy? Oh, a lights, camera, action? Oh, no. Let me know. If it's like $2,000, I'll buy it.
It is
It's more
beer
than
time.
that, I don't know.
Come down to Florida. We have awesome weather. I have Florida weather up here. I don't I don't like this weather. This makes me want to stay inside. I do want to go to Florida,
Yeah, it
though.
keeps raining too.
I like the
Is
rain
it
because
raining
at
over
least
there?
it's not a
I do
million
too,
degrees.
but when it's like, raining constantly and you have kids stuck inside, it's just no fun. Everyone's just bored, and their kids don't play video games, which is just absolutely insane.
Yeah, what is wrong with them?
I don't know. I'm like, yeah, what do? You just look at TikTok videos.
I mean,
I'm just
I
kidding.
want to go play video games as soon as I get home. That's what I'm going to do.
I get Anderson to play video games with me once in a while, though, which is cool.
I got my
But we
wife
like
to
playing
buy
outside.
Watam. Do you know Watam, Emoto?
Watam?
Yeah. Wattam.
I
It's
don't
the
know,
game
what is
that
it?
the dude that did Katamari Damacy did a few years ago.
Oh, I just looked it up. It looks awesome. I
It's-
love Katamari.
Very strange. So I'll probably see if she'll play that tonight and watch that.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome.
Which legs do you need, old school EMs? I gotta come to Florida sometime. I feel like South Carolina is kind of like Florida without rich people.
Katamari's great.
If you're looking for like EM size legs, the guy that makes all the EM legs, it's unobtainium right now. Getting good quality steel for that stuff is really expensive and also difficult. Bally legs, so what? Just 28-inch legs? I don't know. I'm not sure on that one, but it's from talking to the suppliers that I have. Just getting good quality steel for that stuff has been quite difficult lately. So, oh, look at all these. Yeah, I need to come to the Replay Museum. I actually have free passes to the Replay Museum that were sent to me, and I need to call in on it. I want to go see my friends at Double Danger and Soft Plunge. My wife wants to go to Disney World more than anything in her entire existence. So
Let's go. I
we need to do
bought,
that.
I have to do one of those timeshare thingies, but I got us a cool hotel room in Orlando.
Oh, let's
we just
do
have
it.
to pick a time to do our Disney trip.
Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, man, 31-inch legs. That's their unobtainium right now. You feel like me? Well, I'll put it on a box or something. I don't know.
Oh, interesting. For everyone that's sticking around with us on Twitch, who should we raid? Because it's like slim pickings right now. It's all virtual pinball, which nothing's wrong with virtual pinball, but
But we aren't going to raid virtual pinball, though. That's
and there's another person playing a Stern Turtles, but they're looking for seeing if the official code is buggy, so we don't really want to send anyone to
Ooh.
that.
Hit up replay. Sponge docks. I love Greek food. I am a huge proponent of the delicious Mediterranean diet this summer. That's what I'm going to spend most of my calories eating. So lots of beans and hummus and dolmas and etc. etc. We don't have to raid. CNK is just like, we don't have to raid. He is spitting the truth. It just makes me sad that there might be a couple dozen of you that we could send to someone who wants you.
Yeah, what do you mean? We have to raid. CNK. What are you talking about? We always have to raid.
Shut down anytime. Pez Johnson gives a recommendation.
XCC? I wanted to send y'all to the rabbits.
Where's Manu when we need him? I'm gonna start putting my tools away while we continue looking. I'm gonna go home and play a tank game. I'm gonna go blow things up in a tank, and it's gonna feel cathartic.
Are you gonna play Age of Empires?
No, I'm playing War Thunder again with one of my friends. I played this game like 10 years ago, and we played it like religiously and then burnt out on it super hard. And now he wants me to play it with him again, so I'm like, okay, fine. Let's go blow stuff up. That sounds fine. Ha! Daniel eats Mediterranean every day. Yes, you do, because you live... Hey, no you don't. You eat Adriatic every day. You're on the Adriatic Sea. All right, goodbye, Pinball League guy. See ya.
Pinball League? Bye, Boise. Okay. We're just gonna go for it.
Do it. Just raid someone new. He'll be all like, whoa, what a bunch of weirdos. This is cool. No one's ever raided? Maybe, I don't know.
That's how I feel every time we get raided. Oh, the bunnies are...
What?
I can't do that. I gotta send you guys to actual pinball. The bunnies channel was saved. Remember at one point you like sent them to like the live action bunnies just hopping around?
Yeah. No, that was great. Gosh.
Look at these. This looks nice. All right, goodbye everybody. See you next week.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Get Cletus ready. Ready for the raid.
Bunny channel is silly. No, it's the best.
The best. All right, here we go. All right.